In 1903, from the goodness of his heart, people think, he created the General Education Board in 1903. It had him, it had Billy Gates' granddaddy, a few other culprits like Warburg, Carnegie, and all that. Anyhow, without going too much in detail there, they created a General Education Board, and he funded all the textbooks for the modern day school system as we know it. And they stuffed in fossil fuels as being the main reason where oil comes from. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here's another banned opinion. You're gonna find out why here in a minute. I'm gonna be a bit of a heretic on this one because it's not very well known, but here it goes. Oil is not a fossil fuel. It is actually an abiogenic and renewable resource. So what that means, it's basically made in the earth. So why are we told it's fossil fuels? Not that it was made by dinos or anything, but they say plants. So let's get into this. So it all began in 1892 at the Geneva Convention, Switzerland, where Rockefeller, an oil baron, oil titan, which actually has a lot of influence of how our current society operates, where he had a team of geologists and basically got them to unanimously agree that oil is a fossil fuel without really any hardcore evidence or anything like that. So you got to remember, this guy's an oil baron, right? Then in 1903, from the goodness of his heart, people think, he created the General Education Board in 1903. It had him, it had Billy Gates' granddaddy, a few other culprits like Warburg, Carnegie, and all that. Anyhow, without going too much in detail there, they created a General Education Board, and he funded all the textbooks for the modern day school system as we know it. And they stuffed in fossil fuels as being the main reason where oil comes from. Yet, we have modern day, well, back in I think it was the 50s there. I'll put the study in down below there in the description. Maybe we'll edit it into the video a little bit. But there is Russian scientists have long believed that it's an abiogenic substance. You just drill deep enough into the earth and it comes out. Let's like take for example the Saudi Arabia wells. They never go dry. They always keep refilling. I wonder why. Do the fossils just keep filling it up? No, because it's not fossil fuel, okay? So what pundits will have you believe is it's plant matter. So we'll get into that in a second. We'll just finish off with Mr. Rockefeller here. So remember, all the textbooks, because of the 1903 General Education Board, have fossil fuels as the main source of oil. Rockefeller had interest to make oil a scarce resource instead of as abundant as water. Apparently, according to the abiogenic theory, oil is the second most abundant liquid on the planet. Water is first, okay? Even though here in Canada, we seem to be selling water for like, I don't know, $3 a liter anyways, which is more expensive than gas, which is kind of hard to believe, eh? Anyways, that's the way it's going. So anyways, the fossil fuel pundits will have you believe that oil comes from fossilized plants and all that, and then by pressure and all this jazz, it is made into a fossil fuel. But here's a little problem with that. Fossils, you can look this up in any scientific paper you guys want. We'll put some stuff in here for you. But fossils do not exist under around 16,000 feet, but yet we drill for oil at 30,000 feet or more below the Earth's surface. You guys see the problem there? So we drill deeper for a lot of these wells, but yet the fossils only exist at 16,000 feet. Big issue there. So it's not science. Remember, there's a big thing with scientism masquerading around as fact. Science needs to be replicatable in order for it to be fact. And if it's not, it's scientism, okay? So that's what's going on right now. So just that little fact right there, I bet you guys didn't know about that. But don't worry, there's lots of evidence to this. Like I said, I'll put some links down in the description below for you guys to look at it at your own will. And like I was saying, the Saudis, their wells keep filling up. Why? Why do their wells keep filling up? Because it's an abiogenic substance. It comes from the planet Earth. It comes from down below. Anyhow. So, as this was going on, you got to remember, you could get more from a valuable resource, a scarce resource, than a very abundant one. Even though water's supposed to be the most abundant resource, we're still paying like $3 a liter in the stores there for it. Most of it's not even that clean. Anyhow, so during this early part of the 1900s, they also buried other tech, such as, well, Henry Ford, he made a hemp vehicle, and I think, was it 1920s or something there? He made a hemp vehicle made out of strong plastic and barley and wheat straw, basically combined with hemp, made one of the strongest steel plastics around, stronger than steel, and also ran off hemp oil. How come we don't do that now? Everybody's all green. Oh, I saved the fucking planet. Well, there you go. That's a closed carbon cycle. Grow the plants, process it, and then you can actually make kind of like a welfare system there in a way where they produce, so like almost everyone can be a farmer, tax-free type of stuff. We'll make a whole video on that another time. And then they also suppress things like Nikola Tesla with 0 point. You'll hear me talk about that lots because I want to manifest this shit. Someone's gonna figure it out, and that's how we win. All right. Anyways, 0 point energy, which was also around the 1920s, even earlier than that. Nikola Tesla figured it out how to just get energy from the Earth, just using frequency, magnetics, and I forget what the other thing is, but it's basically frequency and magnetics that he used, vibration, in order to get the planet's natural energy. The Earth provides, believe it or not. So when you look at that, just these quick little tidbits, you don't have to believe me, but I'll provide you guys some evidence. It's just, I gotta edit it in after there, so not a big deal. We'll do that because we don't like to think that you guys are being bullshitted. This is facts that I'm telling you right now. And makes you curious, doesn't it, on why no politicians talk about this or mainstream science. You gotta realize money controls people. It controls, and we're seeing it live. But no one talks about this stuff because it's all about the money, guys. It's all about the money and control of the resources. They can't control us without controlling the money and the resources, so remember that. So just remember you've been lied to, and we're gonna be doing a whole thing on all the fake stuff in the world, from the money to the food and everything in between. All right there, boys? So what can be solutions to this, though, before we kind of end it here? What are solutions? Well, solutions would be know you've been fed a lie and start maybe demanding 0 point energy or hemp fuel. Like, we got to start really putting pressure, political pressure on these people. Like, I know that's a lot of crap and everything like that, and it doesn't feel like anything can get done. But at least the conversation will be had, and that's the most important thing. We need conversation to be had, because then and only then can it be manifested into reality. If the conversation isn't being had, it ain't gonna happen. All right? So until next time there, guys, Sheldon, out.